Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, I hope this uploads on time because I'm actually doing this on the day of the or intended for the full moon. So I hope it uploads on that day. Um Oh my God, I look like such a STEM today. It's giving STEM. And it's so funny because when I put this necklace on, I thought it had my own initials because my name begins with A, but then my nickname begins with I. And then I realized like this has a H on it, and this chain is actually for my eldest son. Um, but I don't know, I accidentally put it on and I feel like such a STEM. I feel like Mrs. Steal Your Girl. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. I'm being so silly. Today we're going to be finding out. I don't know the username. I keep forgetting the usernames who requested this reading. So it was called. It was in my mind. I hate when I do this, but basically this was requested. So if you requested this reading, shout out to you because you honestly are helping me out as a tarot reader because like sometimes I come up with things and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this reading, and I see another reader do it. I'm like, oh my God, great minds think alike, and then I run out of ideas. So I'm like, let me just ask my audience, what do you want to see? So yeah, the shout out to you. But yeah, so we're gonna find out today. How do people view you or feel about you? View/feel about you when they visit you. Okay, that's a really good one. I don't think anyone has really done that one. Like people have done how do we view you, feel about you, but that's like from a distance. No one's ever done it in person, like when people feel your presence. So even if it's in the workplace or even if it's at home, friends, family, this is a really good reading. Okay. Just a clarification, guys, I don't have tattoos. This is literally just henna. And I'm really bad at doing henna, so I was just, this is why it's on one hand. I could not do it on the other one, but anyways, enough about how I look. Pile one, we have the snail and the huckleberry, trust in the invisible. Pile two, we have the rooster and the rooster and the sunflower, communication. What is up with my communication? Pile three, we have the deer and the oat, healing. I think I'm just a bit too excited today because I've done my cleansing. I've done my ritual today, so I feel good. Anyways, the goat and the willow, overcoming obstacles. I just feel really jittery today. The bat and the hellboar, intuition, for pile number 5. For pile number 6, we have the frog and the lotus, which is metamorphosis. And for pile 7, we have the ram and the dahlia, which is determination. I know some of you guys must miss me using stones and using things, items, but I tend to switch it up every now and then. It just depends on my mood. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to start. Okay, so let me move you to the side and you to the side. You over here, you over there. Okay, pile 1. 3 minutes and 7 seconds, I think. Okay, so the snail and the huckleberry, trust in the invisible. How do people feel or view you when they're in your presence? Or how do they feel when they're in your presence, when they visit you? Okay, I feel like there's something about you that is very magic, as in like you give people this restore in faith. Okay, you make people feel motivated to go after what they're going for and to trust that anything can happen for them. I think you are also, you have this energy that you motivate people even if you don't physically tell people, oh yeah, go and work or whatever. There's something about your energy that makes people feel like, yeah, like I'm gonna have faith in this. If you are giving me faith, or if you can do this, I can do this too. Okay, we have change. May you bless the turning of leaves. We have the 3 of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, that took an unexpected turn. We have the 2 of Pentacles, earth sign energy, 2 of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's up with my brain today? We have insecurity. Oh, that took a big turn. Okay, and we have maybe. Okay, that took a big turn. Here I was hyping you up, like you made people feel like they could do it in life. Technically, I'm not wrong, but you also make people feel a little bit insecure, part 1, okay? Like a part of them feels like, because I feel like part 1, you guys like to hype people up, okay? You want everyone to succeed, okay? You're not a jealous person. You don't want people to fail. Like, you just get on with your life. You stay in your own lane and you just do what you do, okay? And some people may admire you for the things that you do or whatever you achieve. Like, I think a lot of people in this pile are well looked up to. Okay, maybe not on a platform for some of you, but people really admire you, and you have qualities and traits that a lot of people wish they had in themselves. So you inspire people. So you do inspire people to have faith and trust that if you can do it, they can do it too. But with the Three of Swords, you make people feel like they're not enough. Sorry, Pawan, you make people feel a little bit heartbroken, and that's not your fault. I feel like you trigger people. You make people want to change things about themselves. So it's almost like you hold a mirror up to people and you make them want to question themselves, thinking, am I doing enough? Am I good enough? Pawan is doing this, so that's motivating me to want better for myself. But it makes people look within, and sometimes this can trigger people and make them feel insecure. I would not be surprised, Pawan, if you have a lot of haters. Now, I'm not one of those people that I'm trying to fill you with paranoia, but honestly, if you're a light worker, you're a starseed, you're an empath, you have like a big purpose in this life, you're going to tend to find it hard to make friends or find love, because every time you try and make a friend and find love, there's always, you trigger someone. And then they start having a little bit of resentment or animosity or silent animosity towards you. Now, this is not for everyone that you meet. This is just for a particular types of people that you meet. Maybe like most likely like new people who don't know you that well. Okay, I think people that you have like a grounded foundation with don't feel this way. Like they admire you, and there's no jealousy behind it because they already know who you are. They already know you're great. They've seen your struggles. You've gotten back up, but there are people who they don't know what you've gone through, but they just sense your energy and it makes them feel a little bit insecure. It makes them feel a little bit heartbroken, okay? Even, especially if it's lovers, like a part of you may make people feel like they can achieve what they want to achieve, but a part of them also feels insecure, okay? We have insecurity. We have maybe you create a lot of doubt, okay, especially with the Two of Pentacles. You create a lot of doubt in people, and it's not your fault. I don't want you to feel bad, because I'm getting like with Power One, you're not a mean person. You don't want anyone to feel this way. It probably would break your heart to know that you make people feel this way. You just be living in your own lane. You don't say anything that makes anyone feel bad, okay? You don't say mean things. It's just your energy. When people visit you, they see, like, say for example, you're well put together, you may look really attractive, and it makes people feel like, damn, I linked Power One when I wasn't wearing makeup, or I didn't have my hair done, or I didn't wear my best clothes or my best perfume, and now I feel like I should have put more effort to seeing Power One. Or if it's to do with career or what you've got going on or whatever it is, people be like, oh, Power One has a lot of work ethic, and I feel like really lazy when I compare myself next to Power One. I'm getting, for these people, it gives off an energy of like they're inspired by you, but at the same time they're a little bit intimidated, because a part of them feels very insecure. But they're happy for you, but it makes them feel like they have to play catch up. They can't get on your level, and it's like they want to get on your level. But I'm getting, you guys are a down to earth type of pile. It's like, you don't even see it like, oh, I'm above you. Like, you don't even look at people like that. It's just, you stay in your own lane. You do what you want to do. You have big dreams. You have big goals. And you get on with life. But somehow it makes these people feel like, I'm happy for Part 1. But I just also get like a little bit jaded knowing that I can't catch up to Part 1. And it's not even giving competitive energy. It's not that these people want to compare with you, but they just want to feel like they're in the same category as you, not wanting up you. But I'm getting like, you just create seeds of doubt and you inspire people to change. Maybe even you guys are always transforming. Maybe you always change up your looks and it makes, or, you know, some of you could lose weight. I can relate to this. Like, I know people who, they private message me. They're like, oh, you've lost so much weight in such a short time. How'd you do it? How'd you bounce back from having kids? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I just change up my diet. Like, there's no secret formula to it. I just do what is expected. Like, you're going to have to eat less, train more, eat healthy, you know, like there's no secret to it. But for some reason, it would make certain people feel bad because they don't have that drive. So sometimes people are not even jealous of how you look or it's more to do with how do you stay so consistent. It's like the character traits. They love it, they're inspired by it, but it also makes them feel like, I'm not doing enough. You know, especially if you're someone who's always on the go. If you're a woman who's operating in her masculine energy, it's like, how do you keep so busy? How do you never have time to rest and do this and do that, you know? But I'm getting like, it's so sad because it's like, I feel like part one, you just want people to feel happy within themselves so you can enjoy the time spent together. It's not even your fault. And this even happens with people you just meet. So even people you're in workplaces with, or if you go to an interview and you're the new person in the environment, people always see you as unique. They always see you as something different, something they've never seen before. And they're like, why can't I be like Pawan? Or they feel inspired by Pawan, but it's almost like they feel a sense of like, I need to really work on myself. And it's sad because these people are generally happy for you. I'm not getting any animosity whatsoever. They're happy for you, but they just wish that they can catch up to you. Especially if it's old friends, they may sometimes feel like, oh, we're slipping away because Pawan is doing this and I'm not doing what Pawan is doing. Pawan is always changing, always growing. This Pawan may feel like a lone wolf sometimes, where you have to do things on your own, which you don't. Like there are people who they're just rooting for you, but they just feel like a bit left out, and it's not your fault. But with trust in the invisible, you make people believe that if you can do something, then they can do it too. But it's just a matter of whether they have the drive or not. Okay, you inspire change in people, and because you've changed so much, it makes them get worried. Like, are you gonna leave them behind? Okay, especially if it's old friends or old lovers, they feel like. Even exes, they're just like, I want to get back in Pawan's good graces, but Pawan is too different now, And yeah, you create a little bit of insecurity in people, and it sounds so sad, but it's not even your fault, because I feel like you don't want people to feel that way. You could be a part that you want people who are secure in themselves to be around you so that there is no feeling like that. You could go above and beyond to compliment other people and uplift other people so that they don't feel this way. But it's like, no matter what you do, it's just people just feel the need to like reflect and look at themselves, and they're just like, I can just never be Pawan, And that breaks my heart to know that, But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm so sorry. But that's all I'm getting. And what a way to end it. People love your energy. Don't get it twisted, Pawan. People enjoy your energy. The people think you're very vibrant. People really respect you. People feel like you're amazing. But it's like they feel a little bit insecure at times, okay? So that can unintentionally break their heart. I'm so sorry. Please choose another pile, because this makes me sad to know that someone would feel this way, and it's not even your fault. Anyways, pile 2. Okay, sorry. 12 minutes and 34 seconds. Sorry, that sounded so like... I was saying something so sad in pile 1, and then I just moved on to part 2 like it meant nothing. But it's honestly because of time. And I'm like, that's sad. Moving on. Sorry. You guys chose... Sorry, I'm so silly. I'm not mature when it comes to like these things. Anyways, the rooster and the sunflower, communication. Part 2. You guys chose communication. So how do people feel when they visit you? People feel very inspired to connect with you. People really love having good conversations with you. Even if you're like, I'm not really the most conversational kind of person. These people want to have conversations with you. They want to have something intellectual or something stimulating when they visit you, okay? They feel like what you have to say has a lot of substance, okay? We have signs. May you see the synchronicities. We have the Tower card, Scorpio energy. We have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the throat chakra. Yeah, goes with the communication. Gemini energy, Virgo energy. And we have the root chakra, which is giving earth energy, Capricorn mostly, okay? So, how do you make people feel? How do people feel in your presence when they visit you? Yeah, people are just very inclined to get to know you, connect with you, talk to you. You make people feel grounded and rooted. And I know that's such a contrast because we have the Tower card, which is all about unexpected changes. But you make people feel like you're like this charming person. People find you really attractive, pile 2. People find you really stunning, attractive inside and out. You could also be very charming. If you're a woman, it's beauty and brains. I'm getting you're someone who's very attractive, but you're also very I heard tech savvy, but what I was trying to get at was more of you're a people's person. You know how to be a little bit innovative. It's giving you could run your own business if you could. You're very skilled, even if it's not in the traditional way. But you make people for some of you make people actually fall in love with you. I wouldn't say love, but say for example, someone finds you attractive, right? And they're just like, yeah, they're attractive. But it's not like I'm trying to like, wife or husband pal too. But the more they talk to you, the more they get to know you, something in them just like shifts, and I realize maybe I want something more with pal two. You are lovable, pal two. You make people really change perspectives on things. People really love talking to you, especially if you're someone who's into debating as well. But you change people's perspective, especially with the signs and the tower card. Like some people may have a certain belief, a certain religion, a set idea about something, but you make people's perspective on life change. And it's not just because you're good looking, but it's something about you know how to word things. And it makes people feel like, oh, I never really saw it that way. People will respect what you have to say, even if it's hard, okay? Because I'm getting, like, say for example, like with me, I do tarot. Some people are against it, like religion wise. They're like, oh, this is for the devil. You're opening demons into the yada yada, blah, blah. But with my spirituality, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe there are people who do talk to demons. Who knows? Maybe there are people who are into that, the darker ways of going about this lifestyle. But me personally, I'm always constantly praying to God, expressing gratitude. Every time my mom, like, she's here, she wants to pray with me. She's Christian, she's Catholic, my dad is Muslim. Like, I don't subscribe to the whole demon stuff, okay? And I just want to let you guys know that I do not need cards to read. This whole card thing is so that my audience feel comfortable. I don't need cards to read. Even when I do my pick-up piles on Instagram, look at me flexing. When I'm doing my pick-up pile readings on Instagram that are written, I don't even use cards. That's purely clairaudience. That's purely channeling. Like, this skill has been within me since childhood. And I used to be clairvoyant, where I used to see things, but now I hear things, So it's not really a case of like, oh, you can learn how to do card readings and you have to invite spirits in. Like, no, like some people have the skill and some people don't, and that's it. But then with the card readings, that can be learned. Learning cards can be a skill that you can pick up. But being intuitive and having psychic clairaudient or clairvoyant or just clair gifts, that is something that some people just have naturally. But we all have an intuition, So we just all need to be tapped into it. But some people are a bit more tapped in than others. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this up is because people may assume that what I do is like, oh, it's evil, it's by the devil. But then why am I being encouraged to always pray to God? Like, why am I being always encouraged to do the right things in life? I'm not encouraging you to go sacrifice a lamb or kill a baby. Like, just live your life and don't harm others and do the right thing. And as an empath, you have a moral compass within you. It's not always like I need to rely on a book to tell me what's right and wrong. Like, you just intuitively know what is right and what is wrong, I want to treat others how I want to be treated. I want to be kind towards. I want to help people. When your vibration is high, you want to do the right things, right? Whether you follow religion or not, okay? But the fact is, what I do may be taken as bad. But similarly with you guys, people may feel like the perspectives that you have on life or whatever you're interested in, even if it is spirituality or not, they may already have bad perceptions of it. However, when they talk to you and get to know you and see how your mind works and picture your brain a little bit, they start to realize, hey, you know what? Tarot may not be so bad. You know what? Spirituality may not be so bad. You know what? You may be onto something. Like, you make people's mentality change. Okay, I think it's because you guys are very open-minded. So it's like you inspire others to be also open-minded. You also inspire others to take charge and be more confident within themselves. Okay, you encourage others to speak their mind. Well, usually if they would remain quiet and silent about things, in your presence, they feel comfortable to actually communicate and be open with you. Especially with this root chakra, you inspire people to feel like they're grounded and they should just believe in themselves. It's like you restore confidence and balance within that person. And it's really good, honestly. You break boundaries, but in a good way. It's like you push boundaries. I think that's better worded. But you inspire change in other people. And like, if someone has a dream or goal, like when they're in your presence, they feel like, you know what, like, I feel optimistic now. Like, you make people feel like they can go after things. But I'm getting people really love having a conversation with you. Maybe you're very selective. Maybe you don't go out of your way to talk to many people. But when you do, people really enjoy your company. It's just very, life changing. I'm not trying to gas you guys up, even though you guys do deserve to be gassed up. But for some reason, it feels very life changing. It feels like you alter people's perspectives. Like, you guys have the gift of persuasion. You could be a siren if you wanted to be. Okay, but that's what I'm getting for pile number 2. I'm gonna move on to pile number 3 because I have a lot of piles to get through, and I'm feeling called to do a collective today. So, anyways, 2010. Pile 3, you guys got the deer and the oat, healing. Okay, so how do people feel in your presence? Okay, people feel like you bring a lot of healing to their life. Okay, you make people realize that some of them even need to do necessary healing. Okay, and it could be mutual. Like, maybe some of you guys may feel like, yeah, you're an empath, you attract people that need healing, but then in healing them, sometimes you feel like you're healing yourself in a way, or you're learning about people. We also have certain. May you be sure of your ground. We have Knight of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you guys are very grounded. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio, water sign energy. And we have fear, and we have heart chakra. Yeah. Pile 3, you know what came to my mind? Is I think of players who go around breaking hearts, but there's something about you that kind of transforms the player and makes them feel like, I don't want to be a player anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. There's something about you that makes the bad boys, the bad girls become in their best behavior. Like, it makes them feel like, what am I doing with myself? Why am I hurting people? I need to change something about myself because I don't want to be in this energy. It just doesn't feel right. It feels icky. Like, you make people have a change of heart. And I think it's also you attract, this is even more so a confirmation if you know you attract people who are nonchalant or non-committal or emotionally unavailable. You make people want to actually open up and be available towards you. And I know what you're thinking, like, okay, well, why wasn't that case in the past? Like, I attracted a lot of people who were avoidant, and to some extent even I sometimes consider myself avoidant because I've dealt with people who are avoidant, and it made me avoidant. It made me feel like, now I don't want to get involved with people. Now I want to keep to myself to protect myself. It's like a coping mechanism, right? But I feel like there's something about you that makes people not want to give up on love. It makes them feel like, I've been an absolute asshole and I need to work on myself. Or it makes people feel like, you know what, maybe love is wrong. Maybe I need to give love a try. Like, there's something about your energy that just heals people. And you do attract people that need a lot of healing. I'm so sorry, Pal 3. It must be so freaking annoying because I know how that feels like. That's why I've put up really high boundaries, okay? And it's weird because people don't get that vibe from me because I love my fans. I love my subscribers so much. I talk to you guys like you're my BFFs. But if you met me in real life, you would probably be like, oh my God, like, she doesn't speak. She seems so distant. She seems so cold. She seems so detached. But that's like a protective coping mechanism sometimes. And it's something that needs to be worked through relationships and through therapy, okay? But you make people want to transform, okay? You make people feel like, I need to work on myself. I heard work in progress. So with this Knight of Pentacle energy, it's like you make people want to go cautious and go slow. Like, say for example, if you've been with players in the past, it's like they want to come back again and do things right with you. You make people want to come back and heal things with you, especially people who are already players who you haven't dealt with. It makes them want to be cautious and slow with you, especially people who have one night stands and sleep around. With your energy, it's like they have so much respect for you, they don't even want to offer that. Even if they want that, they know they cannot get that from you because you guys may have really like high standards, but you also have really healing energy. Like, healing energy is also synonymous. It sometimes can be synonymous with sexual energy. Like, if you were to have sex with someone, like, they would feel like addicted to you. Like, they would feel like, I need more of that. And it's not just in a lustful way. It's like something about your souls merging together, like, makes them reflect on life. But that's getting way too deep. This was just meant to be how people feel like when they visit you. They feel like healed. There's something about them that feels like you are very healing, very calm, very grounded with certain, like, you restore hope in people. You make people feel grounded. You make people feel safe. Even though we have fear here, I think this fear is coming from fear of vulnerability, fear of the heart chakra. It's almost like people, they want to open up to you, but they also get really scared too. So you make people feel a bit shy, especially if they have crushes on you. You make them feel like, oh, I don't even have a chance of Power 3. But if it's like friends and family, co-workers, you make them feel like something about them is changing and healing, and in a good way, and it makes them feel like their heart is opening up and they're being vulnerable, which is scary for some of these people. I feel like you make people actually want to be open and just tell you things. You could be the pile of the empaths where people just come and tell you random problems about their life, and you're like, thank you. I didn't ask, but I'm so grateful that you even felt open enough to tell me and trust me that. So you feel honored, So yeah, like you make people feel like they could be vulnerable with you, but it also makes them so scared. So it's almost like a transformative thing. There's something about your energy. But this, I'm getting for somebody, this happens gradually. Like the more people get to know you, the more they realize they feel safe in your company. But maybe at like the first time people meet you, they may feel a little bit scared. But then something about you just makes them open up at like after like, I don't know, a few minutes, they start opening up once they get to know you, because you give very grounded energy. Some of you guys could be strong earth signs, but it's very grounded, it's very rooted. Yeah, it's very healing. It's like you make people feel validated, you make people feel understood, you make people feel seen. Okay, but that's the energy I'm getting. I'm gonna move on to pile number 4. I hate to rush it, but yeah, there's nothing more to say. Okay, pile 4, 2555. You guys chose the goat and the willow, overcoming obstacles. Okay, so how do people feel when they visit you? They feel like whatever problem that they have, that they can overcome it with you. Maybe you guys are very smart. You're very good at coming up with solutions. Maybe you're someone who holds people accountable. So yeah, it's okay to vent and hear people, make people feel validated and seen. But you're someone who's very good at coming up with solutions. So you're just like, okay, I've heard the same story about this guy mistreating you and whatnot, and I'm here for you. Here's a hug. Let's go out. Let's get some ice cream. But baby, Pookie, let's talk about solutions, So you guys could be like the fix-it friend, or like the, mother energy, okay? We have resourceful. May you recover and rise again. Okay. We have the 9 of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have air sign energy with the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have gratitude, and we have money. Ooh, child. Okay. People feel like, not that you're going to be used for clout, but people feel like if they hang around you, they're set for life. Like if people feel like when they visit you, they feel you're so stable and you're so generous, they feel like just being in your presence alone is a form of abundance. It's a form of energy exchange. Okay. I think for this part, a lot of people respect you. Okay. I feel like, not that you guys are uppity, but you don't give people or just anybody your time and attention. So it's like when you do, people genuinely appreciate it. They feel very grateful, okay? Gratitude. People feel like it wasn't easy to get time with you. Maybe you guys are always busy, workaholics. You're all about your money. With the money, like time is money. Don't waste my time. But when you do give people your time, they really appreciate it because it could be rare. And I'm getting for this pile, similar to pile 3 in a way, I think people come to you with problems and you always have a very intellectual way to solve them. You always have really good advice, and you're seen as very intelligent by a lot of people. You guys could be air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But people just see you as very set for life. Like people feel like when they're in your presence, like only good things can happen in your energy. Okay. People feel like you have good luck, abundant energy. And they're so grateful to even know you or to even see you. Like when people visit you, they feel like resourceful. They feel like there's something about you guys that are very strong and very independent. Like nothing can knock you down. This pile could have gone through so much in life, but you're so good at picking yourself back up and getting on with it. Because I'm getting, you guys are more head over heart. It's like you have a lot of love in your heart. You still have that empathy. Like you never got rid of that part of you, but you're so intelligent. Like you learn quickly from situations that are painful. You don't sit and repeat the same mistakes again and again. You're like, okay, that shit hurt. What did it teach us? Like you guys are very powerful minded, okay? And people feel like you are someone who gets back up. With resourceful, may you rise again. You turn your pain into power, okay? And that's what people really feel like when they're visiting you. You can get through anything. They feel like if Power 4 can do it, I can do it. If Power 3 can overcome this, I can do this. Like you're very smart. Okay, you have all the solutions. People look at you as a book of knowledge. And I don't mean that in a blasphemous way. Like I just mean in the way where you always have an answer for everything. You could be witty, but you always have a way to solve a problem. And that's what people's energy is like coming through. Okay, people feel very stable. Like people feel like you're a sense of security for them. Okay, like not just financially, like you guys could take care of the bill and pay for people's stuff and expect nothing in return. But when people feel unsafe, they go to you. And that's a beautiful feeling. Like they feel like you always know how, you always know how to fix things and comfort people. Okay, which is a beautiful energy. You solve problems regardless. Like you make people feel very safe and understood. Okay, I'm not getting emotive, but you guys are very sweet deep within. Like I sense that. And I just feel like people are very grateful because there's something about you guys. Just you guys could be Capricorns, but you guys are just really busy. It's like I got a lot going on in my life. I have a lot I have to get done, but you make time, okay, for people, and they're really appreciative of that. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna move on to pile 5. Okay, so 30, 39, pile 5. You guys chose the Bat and the Hellborn intuition. So how do people feel when they visit you? People feel like you can pick things up about them without them even speaking. You may spook a little bit of people out. I'm not going to lie. They see you as very intuitive. They feel like you just know. Like, oh, you could be the type of person, right? Where someone comes to visit you. They can have a fat smile on their face, but you'd be like, something's up. What's wrong? You know, like you are so intuitive. Like you could just pick up like when something is off, when someone visits. You can tell, and you address the elephant in the room, like you open the floodgates, and it makes people feel like, okay, I'm being read. Okay, it's time to come clean to pile 5 and tell them what's up. Okay, we have upbeat. May your inner child come out to play. Yeah, something about you really heals people's inner child. You make them feel seen. You make them feel heard, appreciated. We have the 4 of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have Capricorn energy with the Devil card, which is earth energy, and we have soulmate, and we have I'm sorry. Yeah, there's something about you that you make people feel read. You make people feel like you just know them, you read them inside and out, that they can't hide anything from you. Even if someone has bad intentions for you, you're always like, you can sense it, okay? And we have I'm sorry. So it's like you make people feel like they have to take accountability because people can't hide secrets from you, pile 5. You know too much. You know too much. People cannot hide secrets from you. They can't. You always find out. So it makes people come clean. Okay? It makes people be very vulnerable with you and tell you the truth because they're like, I might as well tell pile 5 the truth. The pile 5 is always going to find out. Okay, it's like maybe you guys give off that, and you guys could be Cancers or Pisces, but you guys give off that energy that you just know, you know too much. Okay, but the good thing is you allow people to be themselves. With the upbeat card, you allow people to feel like, I feel like even people with bad intentions, like they just tell on themselves anyway. But it's like you allow people to just be themselves around you, be silly around you, and just be themselves. There's something about you that just gives off that stable, safe energy, that mom energy, okay? But people also get attached to you as well. That's probably why we have the 4 of Wands and the Devil card. You make people get really attached to your energy, I can't lie, okay? Even if it's sexually, even if you have like friends or benefit situations, you make people want to commit. You make people want to take you off the market. But there's something about your energy that just makes people feel like that you're reading them. Like you understand them. Like, has anyone ever said to you, like, you get me? You really understand me. That's exactly what I'm on about. Like, you get people, okay? And I feel like a part of that kind of heals their inner child. It allows them to be their authentic self, or at least allows them to be silly and playful with you, okay? But they feel really read by you, okay? But because you have the gift of understanding people so well and picking up on intuitive messages, these people feel like you are a soulmate. A lot of people feel like you are their soulmate. A lot of people. And quite frankly, you can't be everyone's soulmate, but everybody sees you as their soulmate, okay? It may be one-sided though. But yeah, and you make people want to be held accountable, okay? You make people feel like, okay, you got me there, you know? And yeah, I feel like a lot of people they end up getting attached to your energy because they feel like, how many people am I ever going to come across in this lifetime that really understand me the way pile 5 understands me, you know? And you just give off that energy of like, yeah, you understood the assignment. Like, you just get me, you know? How did you know that about me? You know, like that's what people feel like yeah, people feel like they've met you in a past life. Like something about your energy feels so familiar. Even this upbeat card is giving soulmate energy. It's like, where have we met before? Okay. Um, yeah, like you make people really clingy. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like you don't do it on purpose. Like it's just your energy alone is it's very inviting, it's very bright, and you understand people on such a deep level. So yeah, you make people feel really understood. But I love that for you guys because it's nice. It makes people feel like, I feel like a lot of people, especially coming from a Gemini, one thing us Geminis crave is to be understood because we get a bad reputation for being wishy-washy or two-faced or not to be trusted or manipulative. But I don't feel like we are. I just feel like we're just really misunderstood. And if someone took the time to understand us, that would really warm our heart because we take the time to understand everybody else. And that's probably why, the bad Geminis, that's probably why people see us as manipulative because we studied you. We took the time to understand you. And if you're a bad Gemini, they're going to use that against you for evil. But if you're a good Gemini, you just want to understand people so you love them correctly, you know? And sometimes us Geminis wish that someone would do that for us. Like, why don't you study us? Why don't you get to know us? You know, so we want to feel understood too, you know? So that's really, really sweet. It's nice that you guys carry this energy, okay? I'm going to move on to pile 6. Sorry, it felt kind of rushed, but timing. 3608, pile 6. You guys chose the frog and the lotus. Metamorphosis. So how do people feel when they visit you? Okay, a part of them feels like either you've changed or they feel like they need to change. This is a bit similar to pile 1. Or maybe the connection you both share, whether it's romantic, friendship, familial, acquaintance-wise, it makes them want to change something, okay? We have purpose. May you discover your true north. Yeah, you inspire people. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the 7 of Swords, air sign energy. We have fire energy with the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have earth energy here and Scorpio energy here. But we have leave me alone. Oh my God. And we have karmic. Oh my God. Why is that hilarious? Pile 6. Do you push people away unintentionally? Some people feel really scared of you. I can't lie, pile 6. Some people's energy, like, they feel really like uncomfortable around you. Like they get a vibe that you're a bit defensive and you don't want to be around them. Who are these people? Maybe it's certain people, not everyone, but because you guys, if you have air in your chart, some people see you as very intimidating and very strict, okay? Very authoritative. Not bossy, but like you just command a lot of respect. A lot of people respect you. But it's like giving teacher vibes, similar to like being an actual teacher. And we have karmic. So it's kind of like, it's like you teach people lessons without even realizing. Like maybe you may have philosophical conversations or you're telling people things about spirituality, what you've learned. But for some reason, you teach people feel in your presence that their IQ has risen after spending time with you. Like there's something that you put knowledge on people. Like, I don't know, some of you could even be Sagittarius as well, but people learn a lot from you, like a lot. Like you're someone who people learn so much from. Like it doesn't even have to be facts or things that you've told people about, but it's just your energy alone like makes people feel like, okay, past 6 is like this. What can I take from that? Like I need to be more like past 6 in this kind of way. Okay, it's like inspired, but almost feeling like a bit like it's giving school child, like you're telling off someone. It's like you put people in their place when you need to, and you're not afraid to. You could be assertive and you speak your mind, but you teach people things, and people feel like when they're around you, you're so intelligent that they feel like their IQ rises after speaking with you. You guys could even use good vocabulary, okay? Maybe you guys like to read, okay? But you also give the energy of like, like wanting to rush away. Like say for example, if you're hanging out with someone or you go to an event with a friend or you go out, you give the impression that you're an introvert, like you want to go back home. Like you can't spend too much time outside. Your energy runs out quickly and you want to go home. Like, because we have leave me alone and 7 of Swords. It's like, this is ghosting energy. You give people the impression that you're in a rush and like you just don't want to be bothered. It's like you're like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Like, it's like, I don't know what it is. Like, people are just happy to catch you. Like, they're even happy to just have one conversation with you because you give off the energy of like, I want to go back home. Like, I came out here, I had a good time with you guys, I appreciate you guys. I want to go back to my house. Like, you guys could be introverted. Like, some people get the impression, some people may just be misreading you or misinterpreting you. Some people get the impression when they're in your presence that you don't want to spend time with them, even if it's not true. But people feel like you just don't want to spend time with them. It's so funny to me. I don't know why, because this makes me think of me, and I'm just like, what? But I have been told, like, people like, do you like me? Do you even want me around? And I'm like, of course I like you. But that's just like, you just give off that vibe that like you just don't want to be bothered, okay? Not necessarily unfriendly, but just more of like, I'm running on limited time space, okay? So maybe like if someone wants to have a long conversation with you, it's like you're up for it, but then as soon as your energy, your social battery is dying, you're like, it could, like, someone could sense it. I think, am I getting a phone call? I think that's my mom. Maybe someone can sense that. I'm losing my train of thought because my mom's calling me. But maybe you give people a sense of like, how do I word it? It's like you will spend time with people and you will really enjoy it. You're a hoot, okay? You're a good time, but it's like, it's short-lived. It's like, okay, we had our moments. Okay, I want to go home now. Like, you don't like to go out for long, but when people visit you, like if they visit your house, it's like you don't mind people being in your space and being in your house, but it's like, yeah, now you gotta go. Okay, it's getting to 8. It's getting to 8 p.m. You know, like you give people the impression that you kind of want them to leave, but like not in a rude way. Yeah, some people feel like you're just trying to avoid them. People feel like you're also secretive. Like they feel like you don't open up much. Like you could be a little bit cold, but not in a mean way. Like people feel like you remain tight-lipped about things and you only talk about things that have substance. But anything else outside of it that's frivolous, it's just like you don't have the time for it, you know? But you make people actually have a drive and purpose. You make people feel like they need to do something different with themselves. And because you carry yourself to such a high standard, it makes these people also feel like, okay, I want to also be like pile 6 and have a high standard too. You guys could speak really well spoken, really well educated. You guys could use a lot of vocab, and it makes people also increase their vocabulary. It makes them also want to speak just like you and act like you and talk like you. You inspire people. You make people want to find their purpose because you come off like you know where you're headed in life and you know what you want to bring, into your life, and it makes them feel like, well, shit, I need to do the same thing, So yeah, you bring about change in people. You make people want to change and become a different version of themselves, maybe a more refined or better version of themselves. But you just, in your presence, people feel like you just don't want to be bothered too much. Like it's kind of like it's almost like when, like, I've seen a sitcom where, like, say for example, like the mom like wants to bond with the daughter, but the daughter's like on their phone, they're too busy for them, and then the mom like has to prep and be like, do you want to maybe like have lunch, just the two of us as mother and daughter? It's like you make even the mother nervous. It's like you make people feel like they're bothering you, or people get shy to ask you things because they don't know if you want to help or if they're bothering you. It's like popular loner energy, but you're so like reserved at the same time. So you could be a quiet person, but you speak when you need to speak, and it's very like direct, blunt, and very like of substance. So yeah, like you make people feel like you don't have much time, and like you want to spend time with people but not too much. It's like your energy could have been more diverted to other things. I would not be surprised if this pile, you don't like phone calls. It's like you don't want to be on the phone all day talking to someone. You'd rather spend that time doing something more productive, and you don't mind being on the phone for a little while, but you want to get off it soon. Okay, this is a pile that is very independent. They need their space. Okay, you guys could have social anxiety. Okay, I don't know what it is, but it's just people just get an impression that they can learn a lot from you, and they want to be a lot like you. They kind of respect it, even though it makes them feel like, oh, am I bothering them? Anyways, we have 44, pile 5, 44, 22, I think. Not pile 5, pile 7. You guys chose the Ram and the Dahlia, determination. Okay, it's giving Aries energy. How do people feel when they visit you? They feel really inspired and very determined, but I don't know what the determination's for, okay? We have divine, may you find bliss. We have temperance, Sagittarius energy. We have Emperor energy, Aries energy. Big Daddy energy. We have twin flame. Now, again, that concept, I'm not saying it's not real or it is real. I'm just saying back when I was on YouTube, being like twin flame journey stuff was like basically like the big thing, the big craze at the time. So that's when I wrote these cards. But then, you know, I tried to refrain from that title because I don't want to try and tell people like this person's your twin flame, and then it might be a toxic situation, and then I feel I can't help but feel held responsible. So just take this as a connection, okay? A connection of some sort. And we have pregnancy, okay? Empress energy and Emperor energy. So when people visit you, Pile 7, people feel like you are to be worshipped and you are to be respected, okay? People feel like you're very abundant. People feel like when they're in your energy, like they admire you, okay? They respect you and admire you. People also feel very drawn to you, like they feel a connection with you. There's something about your energy that feels very calm, cool, collected, composed, but they feel very much drawn to you. If you're a female and you're interested in men, it makes men want to take care of you. So you guys could sit in your feminine energy with the divine, the pregnancy card. You make these men want to literally get you pregnant and take care of you. There's something very attractive about your energy. But then if you're a male watching this and you're interested in women, your energy alone commands respect, and it makes women want to step into their feminine energy and have babies with you and serve you, okay? But if it's same sex, so if you're a man and you're interested in men, yeah, like it's the same goes. Like these people respect you. And if you're a woman, same energy goes. Like it makes people want to take care of you and be there for you. But there's something that's just very calm and cool and zen and relaxing about your energy. Yeah, it makes people determined to serve you or determined to be around you. There's something very magnetic about you. It could even be a Scorpio or Leo or Aquarius or Libra. You're very beautiful, okay? That's very random, but you're very beautiful. And I know that's true. You're my subscribers. Of course you're beautiful, okay? But you're just very, very gorgeous, and it makes people just want to admire you. Like people really like being in your energy. But there's also something very spiritual, like very energetic about you. Not energetic as in you're hyper, but like there's something that can only be explained through energy about why people feel so drawn to you and why people like you so much. And yeah, it's like you're a beacon of light. You just command respect. When you walk into a room, you command respect. You're my sirens, okay? But not in like a I'm trying to seduce you way, but more in like you're just so beautiful inside and out, and it just shines, and it makes people want to respect you and be there for you. Even so, if someone has a problem with you, when they're in your energy, like they want to fix it. They want to fix it because they have respect for you. You could handle situations with a lot of grace. But with the twin flame, people just feel a connection to you. And people want whatever connection, whatever sort of relationship people have with you, they want it to blossom. It's almost like people see you as an asset and they want you in their life forever. You give off that energy, okay? Yeah, like a woman of substance or a man of substance. High value woman, high value man, okay? But yeah, honestly, that is all I'm getting. I hope that resonates. Take care and let me know what you want to see next. I do have a couple of other video ideas that I will do later on in the week, but take care. Bye.